Hi, welcome to KT Tarot. My name is Kerry Ann. This is your bonus reading, right? Okay, I don't know how this is resonating, right? But I've been having a lot of synchronicities. Now, the previous tarot message that I've got, was, for the last two, twice has come up about people returning from the past and, you know, regret, now I'm getting regrets. Okay, so I felt like I wanted to dive deep in this, okay? So the song that came into mind was singing in my head as I was waking up was Phil Collins, Against All Odds. Now, amazing song, fantastic song. It was quite a popular song back in the 80s. But it's someone who's living with regrets. So I thought as a collective reading, we'll get to find, let's have a look to see what these cards mean. What does it mean? What is it? Why am I getting these intuitive knocks, Because, the last two readings from, there has been some like elements of past connections coming in. Now, it's very rare I get anything on that aspect, to be fair. I'm usually more about, self-development, that kind of thing. But when something is knocking, you gotta investigate. So I've just done some questions. I've put some questions together that I'm gonna ask the cards, and I'm gonna use this as confirmation too. So let's just have a play and see where we get to. So, what was the reasons behind the song? What was the reasons behind this song? Okay. I always state, I always look at it like if you know, synchronicities, if it comes in threes, then you really need to pay attention. So let's see, what was the reasons behind the song? Now, interesting enough, I've got the ghost tarot. Okay, Nine of Blades. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, it was reversed. Okay, it's something you ain't got to stress about. To be fair, we ain't got to stress about it. But this is sleepless nights. This is like in again what I was saying to you, intuitive hits, and one of those are my abilities and my gifts. Through I get things through dreams and that. But this is saying there's nothing really to worry about this situation, okay? Five of Pentacles. Mm. Someone's potentially feeling out of pocket. Someone's potentially feeling wounded. They're feeling quite sorry for themselves, okay? With the Four of Swords, they're trying to, so they're someone, you know, intentionally is trying to they're stressed, they could be on the stress, the stress. So someone's feeling stressed. Someone's feeling, although we personally have nothing to worry about, but someone potentially feeling out of pocket here, okay? And they're trying to find some recovery, some answers, they're seeking something. Is that you? I don't know. Okay. So, but so okay. Let's see, you know, so what was spirit trying to tell me? Go reverse cards. Six of pentacles, six of wands. So someone is not, is not feeling respected or not feeling like they've been acknowledged in certain relationships, and one person is moving on. Where one person is moving on, but another person is still feeling kind of stuck here. And there's the intuitive hits again, where we got the High Priestess. So I don't know if you guys are getting synchronicities happening in your life. You're getting hits, you're getting songs coming into your mind. That was the, Pacific. Okay. So let's have a look. So are we expecting someone from the past to return? Is that that's coming in as a yes. Okay. Is it a past lover, partner? Yes. Okay. What else can I ask for that? So yes and yes. So I'm gonna go with that a minute. Okay. And go back into my questions. Should have done this live, really, shouldn't I? And never mind. We'll just go with it. So this is new. So this is new. I've done these before, but I haven't done it publicly or on a private reading. So yeah, this is going to be something different. Okay, so we got the connection. So what's the connection with the song, with you, with us? As a collective, what's the connection there? Apart from that, you are getting synchronicities, you are getting hit things. That's usually perceived with caution. Maybe there's some unfinished business, that which we had that with the previous message that I done. So maybe it's like, maybe we're struggling ourselves, in that aspect. Not so much that we want them back or anything, but kind of like there's this unfinished business is keeping us stuck. Okay. The world card is talks about, there's something that we need to complete, need to finish off so we can start afresh. Okay. I don't feel there's a returning going on. Okay. But I feel like there's regrets. So maybe this is to do with like how it's ended, how it all sort of ended in that aspect. There's regrets, maybe on both sides. Okay, so is the person we're inquiring about regretting how they acted with us? Yes, I'm gonna say us because so we're getting a big yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, are there going to be any conversations um with this person? Oh, it's going round. Don't know. Are they going to rephrase the question? Don't know. And rephrase the question. Okay. So how do we rephrase it? Are they waiting for an opportunity to come in? Does that look like a yes? What do you think, guys? Does it look like a yes to you? So it's energy we're picking up. It's not necessarily so, they're not, there's faults and you're getting it, we're getting into, me, you, whoever this, we're getting a collective, we're getting intuitional hits to say that there's unfinished business, um, why? Because the person, person's not feeling brave enough to come forward. Um, but I suppose it's making us aware, making you aware, whoever can take this. Let me know your thoughts at the bottom. Let me know your thoughts on this, because we could investigate more. Okay. What do we need to be aware of? What do we need to be aware of around this situation? We've got the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups. The first things that comes to mind for me, especially with the Nine of Cups, and it was reversed, is saying that don't let past situations affect new new things in for the future. Okay, so I don't know if maybe this is like a subconscious, or like like a way of like expressing that this wasn't your fault. I know we got to take some accountability for our relationships and etc. But something sort of went off that you felt devalued, or felt, and they're saying this person, although they may never admit it, they might wait for an opportunity to come, to sit to have that conversation with you, but they're not going to go out, I don't feel like they're going to make contact, but they want you to understand the situation, that there was regrets, and maybe they're not feeling brave enough to come forward to have that deep conversation. Maybe they can't communicate that, but there is deep regrets. Now, that's not saying that you should get back with them, or I'm not saying that, but what it is saying is, don't let the past hold you back to a new beginning for future relationships, just because someone didn't give you the acknowledgement, or the love, or that you deserved at the time, because I feel like this was quite an unbalanced relationship. So I think this is, so it's against the odds, the song is against all odds, it's against all odds that you'll come back to me, it is like someone that's have that regret. But I'm also seeing that there's could be a possible future connection, that you can start again and find love again. Okay? So this is quite intense, really. The message, the deep message, and it's quite a, it's an interesting read. I hope it gets out there. Oh. Oh dear me. Right, okay, what was the next question I was like curious to ask? Okay. Oh, lost it. Come back. Right. So this is what you need to be aware of, that there's future relationships that could have a positive impact on you, something you can begin with. Okay, so don't give up on your dream of finding that love, yeah, that connection. How is this going to impact my everyday life? How is this going to impact your everyday life? Okay, because it's a collective reading, right, with strength card. Yeah, there's a weak strength card was reversed, but I'm going to put it up right. There's something's I wouldn't say you're broken. I'm not, but we get wounded, don't we, in situations, and you know and it's been unfortunate. So there's took an impact on your confidence around to do with around relationships. Although you're ready to you're kind of in that phase now that you're ready to move forward, you know, so you're starting to feel attractive again, or starting to um be drawn to people again. Do you know what I mean? That you're attracted to. So there's an attractions there, but that, how it's affecting us is that's holding us back. And I think that's what the clear message here. Yeah. Um, so it's about you taking courage, having the courage to explore those avenues, and you know necessarily leave this behind. Okay. um I think if this is a biblical message, I don't know if you've seen the orb there. This is a biblical message. I don't feel like it's like an ex returning, although not saying that if they didn't see the opportunity they wouldn't have that conversation. And I think they'll say, I think you would get an apology, or like, I'm sorry, or I still think about us, that kind of way. It would still probably be like flat, because the effort, but take it for what it's worth. Okay. I did ask a question, will they make contacts? But I've already asked that. What can we learn? What can we learn from the experience? What can we learn from the experience? Again, it's like reversed. Eight of Pentacles. See, it's not holding on to stuff, I suppose. I mean, we're all human. We all have those we all have that aspect ourselves, don't we? I know I can, it takes time for me to heal from relationships, from past relationships. But it's saying about releasing, releasing the pressure that is your responsibility all the time. It takes two to tango. You can take ownership on yours, but they're saying, you don't own everything in this situation. Yeah. Um, so Two of Pentacles. They see what I mean? You can't make that up. I mean, the card of balance. So you can't be all responsible for all what's happened here. Okay. Um, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to sort of say that it's not because you're not attractive enough, or you're not, your personality don't shine, or no, that's crap. It's crap. That person was attractive for you for a reason in the beginning, you know, and if we're at fault, we need to learn to say sorry. But that's you can't you can't force someone to say sorry, can you? You can't force someone to acknowledge your pain, just as when so there was an imbalance there, so what can we learn from the experience is like there needs to be a balance in relationships. This relationship faltered because there was no balance in the relationship, and that ain't your fault, you know Queen of Queen of Pentacles. The security. It was an imbalanced relationship. It wasn't sincere enough, right? I'm not saying, like, again, because we're going to go back to the song of Against All Odds. So, there is regrets on how they managed it. Maybe they've done a bit of growth. Maybe they've realized their mistakes, That doesn't mean that relationship is worth saving. I mean, that's up to you guys, if that opportunity comes, that's for you two to talk things out. But what it is saying is, there wasn't, you want to feel secure in a relationship. You want to be able to be you and express you, and this relationship was not, it wasn't balanced. It wasn't balanced like that. Okay. You know, and we haven't got a lot of emotional cups, you know. So it was, it might have been a passionate affair, the attraction was there, and the sex was great, and it was good fun at the time. But then, you know, the seriousness of it, it gets serious, doesn't it? So, but unfortunately, that person didn't handle it maturely, or the situation wasn't handled maturely, you know? So that's a telltale sign that the relationship will break down eventually anyway. Okay, so what we learn from this? So I got what is it trying to teach us, but that I think that's already expressed with that about keeping your heart open to, that you want that true love, that true relationship. Now, not like, oh, you're so love, but the true love where you can be authentic with each other, where you can be yourself with one another, you know? Right. Anything else we need to know about the song and its relevance? Page of Cups. Oh, that's so sweet. It's like being back at teenager love, isn't it? Oh, that gives me, oh my God, pages. This is to do with beginnings, new beginnings, guys. Okay. Be open to new possibilities. Anything I need to know of the song and its relevance. They're saying, there was regrets, things happened, that I think, what it's trying to say was the relationship wasn't meant to be. You weren't connected strong enough, but that doesn't mean you're not going to find someone in the future. So stay optimistic in your relationship, okay? Because we've got the Page of Cups. Give love freely, express your love to others, if you're struggling with that, start with doing that with family and friends, the gestures and just being you, with the Page of Wands. It's like that, stay positive, be embrace things, when they come, take on those gestures, those small rules. It could be just, do you want to go for a coffee? Something small, you know. Some of you are feeling deflated about the love life, and feeling like, well, it's never going to happen to me, or it's not, you know, I must be crap. That negative mindset with the Four of Cups, that but what you're not seeing is there's other opportunities coming through the door for you, and a new opportunity, a new love can begin. Now, I'm not going to go when, okay? So, I'm going to ask, so is it right I'm saying that we need to be more open around love? Yes. Is there a new connection, a new love coming in? Yes. Okay. So is this like kind of a message to say just to be prepared and get ready? Rephrase. Oh, no, it's going around. Rephrase the question. Okay, rephrase the question. Is it telling us to be more ourselves around situations? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we talked about confidence, and we talked about, um, being open to new love. There's regrets. Maybe you're having those regrets, So, I can only do too much. This is a collective reading, so take it where it resonates. It's a bit of a longer reading, but I didn't want to leave it. I just thought, no, this is like, I need to, because the last two readings I've done is talking about, relationships. Now, that doesn't mean that those are connected, but as a collective, messages, there might be some mixed stuff going on. Okay, so I do feel it's more for the singles, this one, so, not someone that's been in a relationship. I do feel like this message, these messages are like, there's been a relationship breakdown, but it's not recent. It's been a while, so it's so there could have been, could be 6 months or 6 weeks, or, there's been a separation for some time now, you know. I don't feel there's a getting back together on this. I think it's just more acknowledging what's happened, etc. Right, okay. Forgive. So, as you can see, I sorted the light out. So, it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness to ourselves and forgiveness to others, Letting go, Interesting, isn't it? So this is the vibe, you know. Got to thank Spirit for letting us know, isn't it? Paint the sun back in your sky. So now it's time to express your love, and, you know, leave that as like, I know what it is, especially when people ghost you, or like, I've been ghosted many a times, and haven't been able to have adult conversations, so, um, yeah, so it can leave a dent, can't it? It can leave a real massive dent, in your confidence and that, so it can sort of deflate you. I don't know if that's the circumstances, but I'm just throwing it out there as observation, especially with this card, paint the sun back in your sky. So I feel like this is really sort of took a toll on you a little bit, here. But now it's time to start getting yourself more open to relationships in general. Now, if you're going, oh, I ain't ready to have a relationship yet, it does start small. She's starting small. She's bringing the light back in, you know, after darkness. So you don't have to start with you going on dates and stuff. Just starts expressing your love around people that you care about, being you, where you feel secure, feel safe to be. Okay. You never need those wings to fly. How amazing! Oh, that's just so sweet. Yeah, you never need those wings to fly. You know. So again, it's that expressional feeling. So interesting. I don't want to do a kick-ass card, but I don't feel it's completed just yet. Let's do the flowers of love. The language flowers of love as a spirit message. Spirit message. I'm just going to finish off with this one. Hopefully it'll going together. Right. Okay. Words of love. Speak with your heart. There you go. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching, for the ones watching, and for the new subscribers. I really appreciate you coming up on board. It's fantastic. chuck some comments out. Give us likes if you like this video. Do you want to see more of these videos? And I will see you soon. Much love. Have a good one.